Are you tired of trying to figure out how to run your own validator node for your favorite blockchain? Do you want to help secure a protocol but don't have the minimum number of coins or tokens that you need? Well, then it's time to consider switching to liquid staking. Discover the benefits of this revolutionary approach to earning passive income in exchange for securing and governing your favorite protocol, and why it's a great alternative to waiting weeks or months to figure it out for yourself. Let's talk about liquid staking. Liquid staking is a terrific way for people with low technical knowledge or small number of coins or tokens to still participate more actively in running a validator for a proof of stake type node. You can say goodbye to long-term lockups and hello to flexible instant rewards with the ability to redeem your original tokens at almost any time. In this video, we will take a deep dive into liquid staking and show you how it works with a few examples. Let's get started. In the traditional finance world, staking can be compared to storing money in a bank account where banks offer customers an incentive in the form of interest for storing the money with them, while the bank earns a higher interest rate by lending out customers' money to other parties at higher interest rates. And since this process is not transparent to the public, customers don't know how the banks rotate customers' money. It's not a perfect comparison, but I hope you get the gist of it. A similar process can be replicated in the cryptocurrency world, except with 100% transparency of where funds are being moved on the network at any time. And since it is typically a transparent ledger, there are no intermediaries such as banks or financial institutions required, and so you can often earn a higher yield and avoid large fees that go to intermediaries. Different staking protocols and consensus mechanisms implement different parameters such as locking periods, assets that can be staked, rewards, and inflationary and deflationary control, among others. Since there is a locking period on a majority of protocols, the staked assets cannot be used for trading or transferred to a different location without a thawing or withdrawal period first. Many of these periods equate to 28 days for some reason. For that reason, native staking procedures are typically done by those who have a long-term conviction in a protocol or blockchain and have the technical know-how, the funds, and long-term horizon to justify that work and expense. Liquid staking is a way for the average person to stake or buy a staking derivative token and therefore have an effect on protocol security or some other action related to staking without having to complete all of the steps someone running a full node would have to do. Let's use Ethereum as an example. To run a full Ethereum node and validator, you will need a dedicated or semi-dedicated computer to running the Ethereum node. You will need to install and configure an Ethereum node running Geth, Aragon, Prism, or another client. And you have to have and be able to stake a minimum of 32 Ether as of today, in addition to having the ETH you need to pay for the transaction fees. Now, regardless of whether you are wealthy or not, those are not requirements everyone can come up with. Liquid staking allows you or me to participate in Ethereum blockchain security by staking a smaller number of ETH through a protocol like Rocket Pool, Lido, Bedrock, or Stakewise, earning a proportionate amount of ETH based on your stake, receiving a derivative token like RETH, STETH, or similar. There are often uses for that derivative token like borrowing against it, which is entirely up to you if you want to do that. Otherwise, you can redeem that derivative token whenever you like in exchange for your original stake plus any yield earned. Or simply sell it through a decentralized exchange, a DEX, if you don't want to go through that process for whatever reason. To learn more about different consensus mechanisms of blockchains, follow the links provided in the description. Ethereum.org has a page about various staking pools, what to consider, why to stake with a pool like the ones I mentioned earlier, and a lot more. So you have a few different ways to stake as a result. One, of course, solo staking, where users stake the assets by themselves and are responsible to operate the node solely with their own hardware. This allows you to have full control of the assets and node and collect full staking rewards if you're part of the active validator set. Staking as a service. People who don't want to take responsibility of running node hardware can turn to services who do it for them in exchange for a portion of the staking rewards as a platform fee. This allows you to be a custodian of your assets, but let someone else run the hardware. Pooled staking. This method enables flexibility to enter and exit the pool without any limitation to the staking amount and time, which is unlikely with the first two methods I mentioned. However, the rewards in pooled staking are relatively lower than the first two methods because there are still costs involved to run and market the pooling service. And of course, you have centralized staking. Many centralized platforms, primarily cryptocurrency exchanges, will provide staking services where full custody of your assets are handed off. In return, the platform and the team secure the assets and allow you to earn a yield on the holdings. This can create a contradiction to decentralized blockchain fundamentals if there are a lot of holdings by one central body. With roughly $10 billion worth of tokens staked in the global staking market, the most common staking protocols across all blockchains are Lido, Coinbase, Rocket Pool, Frax, Anchor, Acala, Marinade, Stakewise, Stakehound, and StakeLink. And there's a link to that source in the description. At the time of making this video, Lido Finance makes up approximately 74% of the total value locked for the entire Ethereum staking market. As I mentioned earlier, that can cause some contradictions, and there are certainly people who argue about that. The rise of protocols for liquid staking has enabled flexibility in the lock-in periods and removed minimum staking amounts for hundreds of thousands of people. When delegating your ETH, Matic, BNB, AVAX, or other funds through a pooled staking protocol, protocols typically charge a percentage of the staking rewards as a protocol fee, often defined by the protocol's decentralized autonomous organization, or DAO. In the case of Lido, 10% of the staking rewards are collected as protocol fees, of which half will be paid to the node operators and the other half to the protocol treasury. And decisions like this are always subject to community governance. This ensures that there are funds to pay staff of various kinds to promote and build the protocol itself, while ensuring everyone else participating is still fairly compensated. Let's dig a bit deeper into Lido. When someone stakes ETH on Lido, they get an equivalent amount of STETH, or STETH, a token in return. STETH is an ERC20 liquid token that can be transferred anywhere within the DeFi space. When depositing, STETH is minted at a 1-to-1 ratio. As the staking rewards are produced, the STETH amount grows on a daily basis. Withdrawals can be then exchanged back to ETH at a 1-to-1 ratio. STETH tokens are widely integrated into the DeFi space on platforms like Aave and Maker, where they can be used as collateral to borrow other tokens. For Polygon, the network token, Matic, can be staked on ClayStack, which is a staking protocol that enables its users to stake on both the Ethereum and Polygon blockchains. Like Lido, ClayStack also allows its users to be the custodian of their assets while ClayStack operates the node, and maintaining the hardware for a portion of the staking rewards in return as a fee. Similarly, BNB Chain, Cardano, and Solana also have various protocols and staking strategies to participate in enhancing or securing the network performance. Many Web3 wallet apps also have integrated staking services where users can directly stake their assets in available pools. MetaMask, which has more than 21 million active users every month, allows their users to directly stake ETH tokens in Lido or Rocket Pool through their MetaMask portfolio site. While liquid staking offers many advantages, obviously it is not without risks. One of the main risks is that the validator you delegate your assets to could become malicious or suffer an outage, resulting in lost rewards and potentially lost assets through a mechanism called slashing. Almost every network has its own version of this to ensure uptime and security. Secondly, if the value of the network's native cryptocurrency drops significantly, the value of your assets may also decrease in value. Back in June 2022, over-leveraging of STETH, staked ETH from Lido, caused it to lose its peg with ETH, with a 5 to 7% discount if you simply bought it from someone else rather than minting new STETH through Lido. It took almost 3 months to rebound to its peg. It is also important to consider the potential risks associated with smart contract vulnerabilities or other security issues. It's really important to do your own research and assess the potential risks about tokens, staking strategies, audits, protocols, and staking services before participating in any kind of staking, but especially liquid staking. And that's it for today. Please like and subscribe to Decrypting Crypto to get notified when the next episode is out. Really hope you're enjoying the content so far. Until next time, happy liquid staking. Or simply sell it through you just threw it.